What's up, guys? It's Rantium here, and today we are back in Skyrim, and oh man, am I so freaking excited for today's episode. But first, if you guys enjoy what you're about to see, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe for more daily videos, and if you haven't done already, follow me on Twitter at CouchPotato1898. Link is down there in the description. So, last episode, guys, we showed off this amazing new freaking armor from Dark Souls, and guys, I love this armor. And to go along with this kind of Dark Souls armor, well, not kind of, well, let me say this. Not to go along with the Dark Souls armor, but to go along with kind of this badassery themed armor and just badass theme everything. It's time to showcase another weapons mod. So this weapon mod is very, very cool, and it's actually something that I covered. One of the weapons I was actually covered in another mod, but it was a completely different mod. So the mod that I covered before was the Hex Fiend Armory. Now the Hex Fiend Armory came with the helmet, the hammer, and the scythe, but the mod that I'm doing today is Scythe Crafting. So these are custom classic scythes that you can craft out of iron, steel, ebony, and Daedric. Now, this is so freaking cool because it gives you the ability to kind of customize your own scythe. Now, granted, there are only 4 different variants, but nonetheless, guys, these things look badass. So let's take a look at all 4 of them. So, needless to say, on the back, I'll take my fluffy cloak off my back. That way we can look at them on my back. So look at this. Look at that. That is menacing. Oh my god, that is menacing. So, I love the addition of the handle on the actual handle. It's got the secondary handle to where you would actually probably hold a scythe so that you had a little bit more swinging power whenever you swung it around. But just look at that. I mean, that is deadly. I mean, that is deadly. Oh my god. And when it sits there on your back, it just looks menacing as crap. I mean, look at that. Oh my god. Now, the one thing that I love about the design of each scythe is it's not just a straight, like, pick design. If you take a look at the way it looks, it's curved. So it's actually like a curved design to it, like, swoops. It's like a swooping motion. So whenever you swing it, it would be like a swooping motion. It's super cool. So I really like the way that the mod designer or the mod creator designed that. So that was the iron one. This is the steel one. So there's not a whole lot of difference except for the wooden bar and the blade looks like maybe it's a little bit more refined. However, when we start getting into the ebony and the Daedric, that's where you start to see the differences. So the ebony obviously is a lot darker, it's a lot more refined because it's a more refined element and it's a more refined resource, but it's just so pretty. Oh my god. And I think it fits this badass armor pretty dang well. Like, yeah, I don't think, like I said in the last episode, I've never played Dark Souls, so I don't know if there are scythes in Dark Souls, but if there were, I think it fits pretty dang well with this armor. And then last but not least, guys, there's a Daedric Variant. Now, the Daedric Variant is the most different from them all. Now, if you take a look at the blade, it looks almost like rusted copper. So whenever copper rusts, it turns green. And so it almost looks like that, but it looks like the green and like the black and the reds almost looks like it's been infused with magic. It looks crazy. Now, I'm sure you can enchant this. You can absolutely grindstone it, or you can upgrade it at the grindstone. It looks very, very, very cool, and it definitely looks Daedric, especially on the top of the that right there. If you see that little red marking with the little red dots around it and everything like that, it looks very, very Daedric. Now, if I were going to use a scythe, I would go for the Daedric scythe because, god, this thing is amazing. Now, let's see what these bad boys look like on the weapon stands. Oh, look at that. I love the craftsmanship of it. Just the bolts that stick inside of it that bolted onto the wooden thing. That might even be a metal bar. Like, look at that. No, that's wood. Okay, it looked metal for a second, but I love the handlebar right there. Just an incredible weapon, absolutely incredible. All the sides look so freaking good, but yeah, but I think we're going to do something very similar from what we did last episode, and we're just gonna go out and we're just gonna murder a bunch of people, guys, and test out how gorgeous these weapons look and how well they do around towns and stuff like that, and how well they can cut through the population of Skyrim. So without further ado, guys, let's go cut through the population of Skyrim with a Daedric Scythe. Alright, you guys, so I had forgotten how much fun it is to wield a scythe around Skyrim. I had totally forgotten that the animations change with a scythe. I forgot that sometimes he does like a lunge and then he shoves the scythe into their back and stuff like that, and sometimes he like punches them in the face with the hilt of the scythe and then cuts their head off. Oh my god, I totally forgot about all of those things. God, that was so satisfying. So, do I recommend you download this? Abso-freaking-lutely. It's completely accessible if you want to play it with a scythe from the beginning. As once you get the ironsmithing perk, or actually, you don't even need to unlock the ironsmithing perk. You have ironsmithing from the beginning. But once you unlock the steelsmithing perk, you can absolutely play with steel scythes and then work your way up to Ebony and then Daedric. So I would absolutely consider downloading this mod if you want to play with a scythe and you don't want to go through the grind that is the Hex Fiend Armory, which if you want to see that video, I'll link it down in the description. But yeah, so I would absolutely consider downloading this mod to play with scythes. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end off today's episode of Skyrim right here. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. And if you did, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe for more daily videos, and if you haven't done already, follow me on Twitter at CouchPotato1898. And I will see you guys in the next video.